Hello everyone. For today's video, the topic is English as a global language. Let's begin. English is a language which is spoken by millions of people around the world. It started in England and is now used in many countries as a first language or as a second language. People use English to talk, read, write, and communicate with each other. It has its own set of rules for grammar, spelling, and pronunciation as well, just like any other language, be it Hindi, French, Sanskrit, German, etc. English is considered a global language because it is spoken and understood by people in many countries around the world. Obviously, it is considered a global language because it is spoken by the people and it is understood by the people in many countries around the world. It has become the main language for communication in business, travel and tourism, education, and even on the internet. So let's understand why English is so widely used. First is historical reasons. In the past, British Empire ruled many parts of the world. Wherever they went, they took the English language with them. Countries like India, Australia, Canada, and many African nations still use English today because of this history. Like we say, Britishers are gone, but they left their sorry and left their English language here. So this means British have gone, but they left their English here, which is used by the Indian people now. American influence. After World War II, the United States became a world superpower. The US influences many aspects of global culture, such as in movies, in music, in technology. Like we have English movies, right? We have English music and the technology we know. Since the US is an English speaking country, English spread even more. Next is in education and business. In international business, companies from different countries often use English to communicate because now it is a common language. For example, if a company from Japan does business with a company in Germany, a company which is from Japan does a business with company in Germany, they may use English to talk to each other because it is a common language nowadays. Education. Many of the best universities in the world teach in English. Students from different countries go to these universities, so English is obviously very necessary for learning. Next is technology and media. A lot of websites, social media, and online platforms are in English. Even though many websites exist in other languages, but English is the most common language online. I told you about movies and music. Many popular movies, TV shows, and songs are in English. Hollywood movies are watched all over the world nowadays, and many people want to learn English to understand them better. Talking about travel and tourism, many people, when they travel to different countries, they often use English to communicate. Right? When they travel to different countries, they use English to communicate with each other. Even if a person does not know the local language, they can usually find someone who speaks English. Like if we go to France, and there's the main language which is spoken there is French, and the second language which is spoken there is English. So the people who went to France find people who can speak, who can communicate in English. Tourism. Tourist guides, signs, and menus in many countries are written in English to help the travelers from different parts of the world. Obviously, all the tourist guides, all the signs, everything in many countries are written in English, which helps the travelers from different parts of the world. Next comes simple grammar. Compared to some other languages, English has simpler grammar rules. For example, it does not use gender for nouns like many languages do. This makes it easier for people to learn and to use English everywhere. Official language. English is one of the official languages of important international organizations like the UN, United Nations, and the European Union. Many countries also use English as an official language if it is not their native language. Many countries, if English is not their native language, they still use English as an official language. Conclusion. English has become a global language due to all the historical events, due to the spread of American culture and its use in business, education, and media. English helps us connect people around the world. It can also be challenging those who are not the native speakers of English. Its global use continues to grow, making it an important tool for communication and our increasingly interconnected world. It is now the most widely spoken second language in the world. English is the second language, most widely spoken second language in the world. Even though not everyone speaks it perfectly, most people know enough English that they can communicate with each other from different countries. Thank you. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and for more educational videos, please subscribe to my channel.